A hearty welcome to Austrian Football, where we discuss anything to do with soccer from Africa to the world and from the world to Africa. We are starting this episode rather on a sad note. South Africa has lost a legend. South Africa has lost a father in football. We have lost the brass screamer, Shabalala, who sadly passed away Thursday and succumbed to injuries he sustained back in March. Mamelodi Sundowns will definitely remember brass screamer as the originator of the shoe shine and piano. To this day, we still resonate with that shoe shine and piano. Definitely a legacy he's left with all the beloved Mamelodi Sundowns fans. I would also like to send my sincere, heartfelt condolences to the Orlando Pirates family, his family, friends, business associates, and everyone who was closely linked to the Shabalala family. It is not just your loss, but it is the loss of all who loved football and followed Screamer Shabalala from way back. Well, on this episode, I am discussing everything involving Mamelodi Sundowns, and the big thing on this installment of Austrian Football is who is the face of Mamelodi Sundowns. If you go to Kaizer Chiefs, you know it's Nazrin Nabi. If you go to Orlando Pirates, it's the Spanish guitar himself, Jose Rivero. Cape Town City, Eric Tinkler. SuperSport United, Gavin Hunt. I hope that Mamelodi Sundowns can just come out and make a clear announcement that if Manqoba Mngqithi is the one, make it clear. Make it clear to all of us. And I want to really go deeper into this episode. And obviously, I want to also discuss Khuliso Mudau, someone by the reports of reliable sources who's done his medicals at Mamelodi Sundowns. And I want to discuss also the Austria tour, where it has been confirmed that there are 5 friendlies already lined up for Mamelodi Sundowns to play against. They are living today, and I think the first friendly should be around Tuesday. Yes, Tuesday. Time difference between South Africa and Austria shouldn't, I think it's 2 hours, 2 hours or 1 hour. So it will not be as bad as going to the east or west. So acclimatization shouldn't be such a big issue. First and foremost, why is it important for the club to make it clear, to make an announcement as to who is the face, who is the head coach of this football club? Number one, I think it was vital for the club to, because it doesn't appear like they are bringing someone from outside. So for continuity and not to disrupt the pre-season, it was, I think, a plus from the club to keep a Manqoba and to bring back a familiar face in Steve Kompela. But I still think that the club should make an announcement if obviously negotiations have been done with the coach, and if indeed Manqoba Mngqithi will be the head coach. Because once he's the head coach and it's been made clear that he is the head coach, the players, they know, unless players already know, it's just that it has not been made known to us. But even us as the public, I mean, even us as Sundowns supporters, at least we can actually even start giving our support. I mean, even these platforms such as these, YouTube channels, you'll be surprised that, your celebrities, your football people, your former soccer players, current soccer players, they do watch while I'm saying that, if you're seeing this face and this content for the very first time, I would really appreciate if you'd like the video, subscribe to the channel, comment on the subject matter of the episode, and I'm open for criticism, and I'm not the final authority. I'm open for suggestions. Let us engage on the comments below as to what you think. Is the best thing for Mamelodi Sundowns to make Mangoba Mngidi the head coach for the upcoming season? I mean, we've got a lot of games upcoming. I'm not sure if AFL will still be there, but if it's still there, it's not going to be 8 clubs anymore. I believe the clubs will be increased. You've got your regular CAF Champions League. You've got your 30 games of DStv Premiership. You then have your MTN 8. You then have your Nedbank Cup. You then have the Beer Cup, your Black Label Cullen Cup knockout. And then you have the biggest, which is something I believe that when a coach is announced and declared now, the coach can also even make plans for the July Club World Cup, which will be in the USA, which we're all really excited about. And having said all of that, I just hope that the club will make the announcement. But I also have to wish, I mean, the previous episode I spoke about the next move of Rolando Mokoena, and indeed it has been confirmed. He is in Wydad. He's their new coach. He signed a 3-year deal, and this is good for South African coaches, for South African soccer people. I mean, we are seeing Fadlu Davids with his South African technical team at Simba, Tanzania. Recently saw a physiotherapist that has been taken by Yanga in Tanzania as well. We have now a Rolando Mokoena coaching one of the biggest clubs in Morocco, who also has been given freedom to bring his own technical members. So this is big for South Africans. It's actually even provoking or enabling us to have a mentality that is not localized, that we can actually go beyond borders. Someone who first did this is our legendary Pitso Jingles Musiman, who's gone to UAE, coached the club in Dubai, coached the club in Egypt, coached the club in Saudi Arabia, their first division and their premier division. So this is good for South African football, to have people who are going outside. I've even forgotten to mention coaches like your Bradley Canel, who was coaching a club in MLS USA. You have a Roger Dissar, who was assisting, I think, is it Iran or Iraq or Qatar? Can't remember the national team. So these people are all outside, and it's very good. So to Rolando Mokoena, we wish you well, young man, and no one can question your abilities, your talent. I think one aspect of your character that will be tested immensely will probably be your emotional intelligence. With the Arabs, when they want you, they get you. But when they fire you, they don't waste time. I mean, this club in the past 10 years, they've had about 16 coaches. One coach in even the last 30 days. So they are a trigger, happy club. When they are not happy with you, or you are not doing what they want, they are quick to show you the door. But all the best, Rolando Mokoena. Favor upon favor, grace upon grace on this new journey. Botola, we certainly won't be facing you in CAF Champions League because Wydad finished 6th, so you won't be in CAF Confederations Cup, no CAF Champions League. But I'm hoping that you'll compete so well and play so well with Wydad this season in Botola, so that they at least they can give you a chance to coach in July Club World Cup, where 4 clubs from Africa have qualified, which is Al Ahly, Wydad, Mamelodi Sundowns, and Esperance. So yes, that is the first part of this episode. The second part, Khuliso Mudau, is he leaving? Are they already planning? Because this week or from last week, news were that Keegan Johannes from SuperSport was at Mamelodi Sundowns to do his medicals. He's 23, he's a right back, but he can also play as a centre back. He's versatile. He can also play in the midfield. So already we have a Zugo Mdunyela that was signed in January from Chippa United. He can play right back as well, a decent soccer player. And then you have a Murena who also can play as a right back. So are they preparing to ship out Mudau, Khuliso? I don't know. But if indeed Khuliso is going, a 23-year-old Keegan Johannes would be a good replacement. This would mean that Zugo is pushed up because primarily they do not use Murena as the first right back. So Zugo, I hope you are prepared, and it will be good news again if Khuliso Mudau leaves the continent of Africa to go to another league. Last but not least, the Austrian tour. It has been confirmed that Mamelodi Sundowns has lined up 5 friendlies. It's a German team, and then it's an English team, Saudi Arabian team, a Qatar team, and a Ukrainian team. The one from Ukraine is Dynamo Kiev. They are a constant feature in CAF Champions League. So that's a good friendly. They are also preparing for their preliminary matches in CAF Champions League. In UEFA Champions League. So Dynamo Kiev with Al Hilal, Neymar's team, they are probably the strongest in all these teams will be playing here. Cardiff, it's a championship team in England. They'll also be planning to fight this year to go back to English Premier League. And then you have Al Arabi from Qatar. And then we have the first friendly will be a German 3rd division side, Sandhausen. That will be the first match, which will be played Tuesday, the 17th. And this is good sides for pre-season for Mamelodi Sundowns. And yes, yet again, I do humbly ask you that you don't forget to like our videos. These platforms are working. They are actually motivating a lot of people to go back to stadiums, motivating a lot of people to have a different perception about African football, South African football, CAF Champions League, African Football League. And you liking and commenting and subscribing to our channel, it helps us to stay on these platforms. It's really a big motivator for us, and I would really appreciate if you do those things. I will see you on the next episode, and may my God bless you all.